What is going on, guys? I'm LaserBolt, and welcome to our first episode of Solo Academy. This particular series of videos are tailored to make you a better DMC player, specifically tailored for solo players. But even if you play in a team, I'm pretty sure you're going to find some very productive and informative topics here that we're going to be talking up on these episodes. So make sure you get subscribed to stay up to date to every Solo Academy. But today's Solo Academy, we're going to be covering the best vest for the solo player, and that is the Convest. Now, I'm pretty sure the majority of you guys are probably already rocking the Convest, but you might not be using it to its full potential. I'm going to break down the Convest in its full entirety, tell you everything you need to know about the vest, and how you could utilize this vest to your advantage, making it very powerful for solo players, and also if you're playing as a team. So if you like how that sounds, a like would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget, we stream every single day using these vests and more, so make sure you guys check us out. Links are down below to our Twitch and also to our YouTube. And let's go ahead and talk about the vest to use as a solo player. So what exactly is the Convest? Well, first and foremost, how do you actually obtain one? Well, there's two ways of actually getting one. One is a very easy way. The other one's going to require you guys to go ahead and kill a bot. So the first way is by actually making one and going to a buy station, fabricating one. It's going to cost you 2 batteries, 1 soothing cream, and 2 hard drives to be able to create and craft a comms vest. If you don't want to craft it and you just want to go pick one up, your second option is to just go kill the bomb maker in Ashika, and he usually tends to drop one. I'm going to say like a 70% chance you probably pick one up for him. He doesn't drop it all the time, but it is a very effective way. You just want to farm multiple ones for your characters, and that is the way you guys get the Convest. Now, with that being said, what are the advantages of using a Convest compared to the other vests? We're going to have like a versus video later on, but I want to tell you guys about the advantages, and then we're going to break one each individually. Number one, it gives you an advantage by getting an audio cue and a notification when operators are near your vicinity. Now, the question you're probably asking is, Laser, how far do the people need to be? Well, it's a 100-meter radius from where you're located. So think about like the UAV, and think of the little circle that when you see the UAV activated, it's very similar to that. It's just a little bit smaller, but it's very similar to that. Now, in addition to that, guys, it gives you the ability of converting every single UAV to an advanced UAV. Now, this is going to be really important. We're going to talk a little bit more about it further in the video, but it converts everything from a UAV, from a portable UAV, even from those little walkie-talkies that you go ahead and pick up from the ground and activate. All of those will be converted into an advanced UAV, and it's going to be very important that you pay attention to the follow-up of this advanced UAV portion, because it's going to help you understand how productive it is. In addition to that, it also extends the duration of the UAV. It stays active for 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So it makes the UAV extremely powerful. And now let's break down each of the advantages one by one. Let's start off with the advantage of getting notified when operators are nearby. This is probably something you didn't know, and I did want to let you guys know. And one of the questions I get asked quite often is, how do I know where the players are coming from? And in addition to that, how do I know if there's multiple teams around us? Well, the answer to the first question is, how do you know where the people are around you? If you guys remember the radius part that we talked about, that it's 100 meters out, and you get the picture in your head of what an active UAV looks like, you're definitely going to be able to know exactly how far the enemy is or how close the enemy is, because as soon as it procs on you, that means the enemy is either within that 100-meter radius. Now, the way you know where people are at, just look at where the bots are shooting. If you hear where the bots are shooting, that is going to give you a great indication of where people are at. Now, on top of that, your next question is, Laser, how do I know if there's multiple teams? Well, you're going to get different audio cues. For example, if there's an enemy team coming into the vicinity, I'll say there's enemy operators nearby, and it takes a minute for that UAV to pop up again. So there's going to be a minute of silence if there is no enemy team around you. If there is an additional enemy team around you, you're going to get the prompt of enemy teams around you before the 1 minute mark. So it's very important that you keep this in your mind, especially if you're using this vest, that when you hear enemy teams around you, think of your head, okay, well, I got a minute. If there's nothing else that pops up enemy teams around you within a minute, that means there's just one team. If you do hear something within that minute span before the minute's over, then you know there's multiple teams. Now, if you hear multiple prompts, so if you hear enemy team around you, 5 seconds go by, enemy team around you, another 5 seconds go down, enemy team around, that means there's 3 teams there, okay? So it's very important that you pay attention to those audio cues. And once you understand those audio cues and get that in your head, that there's a minute left and that there's a 100-meter radius, you're going to be right on and get the comms to a full maximum potential. Now, the other thing that it has is that it converts all the UAVs into an advanced UAV. What does that mean? that means that you're going to be able to detect everything. And that is people that have ghosts, and that is also people who are using the stealth vest. Yes, guys, the stealth vest is kind of nonchalant when it comes to this particular option because you're going to be able to see everybody, ghosted players, and you're going to be able to see players that are wearing the stealth vest. That's what makes it really powerful because you get an advanced UAV anytime you use any of the UAV options. Remember, you just don't need to activate the UAV. It just makes everything a UAV. So basically, portable UAV, the little radio that you were able to pick up, and of course, the UAV you're able to pick up. So very powerful once you understand the mechanics. Now, talking about the advanced UAV, unfortunately, PC players are suffering from a bug that's available in the game that makes the UAV appear like everybody's a bot. Now, unfortunately, that's only in PC, but for you console players, you guys should be able to distinguish the bots from the regular ads because you guys get different color variants when it comes to the bots and different color variants when it comes to the players. Now, hopefully that bug's get fixed on PC, and then you'll be able to distinguish who are the bots, and who are the players when the advanced UAV proc. Now, the only way you're able to do it is solid circles versus non-solid circles, okay? So that's for you guys to know if you guys are doing that advanced UAV. The last thing we want to talk about is the extension and the duration of the UAV. Like I said, this leaves the UAV active for a very long time. It leaves it active for 2 minutes and 40 seconds, allowing you to see everything around the map. Once you learn to understand how it works, you're going to be able to pick up a lot of stuff that you probably wouldn't pick up from any other vest. Now, the only thing that's unfortunate about the vest is since it converts everything from advanced UAV, you're not going to be able to know if people are above you, below you, because usually with the regular UAV, you're able to tell if someone's above you or below you. Unfortunately, with the advanced UAV, you can't, but hopefully, they fix that sometime where you're going to be able to know if people are up top or people are on the bottom. With that being said, guys, that's everything you need to know about the comms vest and how this vest can become your best friend if you are definitely a solo player. Now, with that being said, guys, there are other vests available. We're going to dive in a little bit deeper, but I think this one in particular gives you such a huge advantage of knowing where players are, if you should engage, if you should disengage, if there's multiple teams, not multiple teams, allowing you to distinguish where the players are looking from, what angles are they coming from, and also extending the duration of that particular UAV gives it a huge advantage for solo players, and I think this is definitely the best vest for solo players out there. I hope you guys are enjoying our content here of the channel. If you are, do me the huge favor, guys, drop a comment, drop a like, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel, turn on all your notifications so you guys won't miss when our videos go live. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.